In the land of the holiday buyers guides, I wanted to do something a little bit different here at TechLens. Not just PC gaming related what products I think are cool, but to give you some genuinely useful ideas for the holidays. Gift ideas not just for you, but for your loved ones. For people who probably don't know the key differences between an IPS and a TM panel. And that's why I'm joined by my wife, Erika. Say hello to our lovely audience.
Hi everyone.
And I'm James, of course, for those of you that are new here. But Erika, can you tell us the difference between an IPS and a TM panel? So Erika's going to handle the non-PC tech related stuff, and I, of course, am going to handle the PC stuff. So links to everything in the video description, as well as some honorable mentions, but stay tuned to the end because we're also going to go through a couple gifts which we absolutely wouldn't recommend unless it's a specific reason. So stay tuned for that. But we're going to cover a few different price points. You've got a few good products.
Yeah, it's going to be a range of about $15 to $200.
Oh wow, that's going to cover basically everybody's budget. Yeah, that's great. So mine's about 25 to about 250. So hopefully we have something for you that you'll really like to gift to somebody else who will love it. But otherwise, let's get into this.
Sounds good.
Done.
Let's do it.
Are you stuck with the Windows watermark on your PC or looking to build a new rig soon? Well, you should check out today's sponsor, Hookeys. With their link in the video description, just head over to their site, click the Windows 10 key, and don't forget to take 20% off your purchase with the coupon code TL20. I especially appreciate the speedy checkout with PayPal and that once the payment was complete, I had the key within 60 seconds. From then on, you just need to activate your PC. So thank you Hookeys for sponsoring today's video and giving TechLens subscribers a discount. And if you need 2 keys, they offer a 2-key purchase for an even bigger discount. Just remember your TL20 coupon code for 20% off. So, Erika, would you like to start? Would you like me to start?
I'm going to start.
Oh.
So, candles are always a great option. So I'm going to walk through some of my favorites that have gone over well in the past, and hopefully they work for you and your recipients. So the first one being Capri Blue candles. So my favorite scent by Capri Blue is called Volcano, and it's the perfect blend of citrus, tropical fruits, and sugar notes. And it comes in a variety of sizes and jars. I've gifted it to many people who have really loved the scent. I feel like it's a pretty universal one where you just can't go wrong. It's not too sweet or anything like that. In terms of the price point, it is about $15 for the mini jar, $28 to $30 for the mid-size one, and then they actually have a massive one that retails at $180, and it does have a 250-hour burn time, but this thing is massive.
That's great. And bear in mind that I have actually bought Erika a candle subscription for Christmas one year, and she absolutely loved it. So this isn't just some random person, this is somebody who loves candles. So take that recommendation quite strongly. So that's a great one. So for me, my first one is the Luxcom's RGB gaming mousepad. Now this is an XL RGB mousepad that should cover most of your desk. And we actually reviewed it in Budget vs Beast episode 1. So if you want the full review, check it out there. But the highlights are its manual controls that you can just push a button to go through, which has several different colors and also several different lighting effects. It's pretty bright for what it is, and it's also a good texture for your mouse, for gaming, etc. But the best point of it is that it's less than $25. So if you're on a bit of a tighter budget and you're looking to buy something for the gamer in your life, this might be a really good one, or for a friend, etc. So option number 2 for you.
So my second recommendation would be a fitness tracker. So this would be perfect for the fitness junkie in your life, or really anyone who is concerned about their health and fitness. I think for a lot of us that has definitely come to the forefront during quarantine and all that. I know it's something that we've been focusing on a little bit more as well. It allows the user to monitor their health. You can track your sleep quality, the steps that you take on a daily basis, water consumption, etc. And it really just helps you develop healthier habits that hopefully will stick with you in the long run.
That's great. So it's not just exercise tracking, it's basically a whole health management system.
That's the great thing about it. It's very holistic. It can be really unique to the individual user. So I would definitely recommend that. I know Fitbit has a number of options for this, and it typically ranges between $99 and $169 on their site, and they are running a promotion through December.
Oh, nice. Not bad. So get it while you can. Okay, for my second option, and this is something that I've actually recently been made aware of. So a lot of us in the PC space love our RGB, but the only problem is that there's sometimes a bit of compromise. The RAM that I'm currently running is the Corsair Vengeance RGB. It's 3600 megahertz, but it's got a CAS latency of 18. Now that's actually quite high and not really optimal for a lot of Ryzen processors. So one thing that I've recently been made aware of is some RGB coverings for RAM, but these aren't the individual stick ones that you buy on AliExpress or whatever that are like $10 and bollocks. These are from Thermaltake, and they're a full system with Thermaltake's RGB solution, which is actually quite good. Now it will cover all of your 4 DIMM slots. So the way that I see this being especially good is if you want to run 2 sticks for stability. Now with Ryzen 4000 you might get better performance out of 4, but you get better stability out of 2. And you can use this 4 DIMM equivalent kit to cover your DIMM slots to make it look more aesthetically pleasing. Now this comes in at just under $60, but I think it's a really good option and potentially something that I might even want for myself. So what is your option number 3?
So my third recommendation is the 23andMe DNA Health and Ancestry Kit. So this is really relevant to anyone. It gives you a more complete picture of your health, ancestry, and traits, and it allows you to then make better informed decisions about your health. And they have various service levels starting at $99, although they are running a 35% off holiday offer through December 26th. So definitely take advantage of that one.
Can you tell that my wife loves to find a good deal? That's one of the great things about you. It's
true.
Promo, coupon, cashback. We save a lot of money. The only thing that I would highlight is check the privacy policy. I know a lot of these companies, they do have a pretty locked down privacy policy. They won't sell your data, etc. But this is your DNA, and it is the most identifiable information about you. So I asked you to do a bit of research onto what they cover, just so that when we're recommending it to you, we're not recommending you something where they're going to harvest your data and sell your DNA data onto somebody else. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And 23andMe are very transparent about how they handle privacy and data protection, and they do comply to all applicable laws there. And they actually give you full control over your data, whether they store your saliva sample or not, whether you can be connected with other potential ancestors. It's all up to you. According to their website, they can share aggregate details with third-party providers. This would be stripped of any personally identifiable information, and it's really for market research purposes only.
Great, that's really useful information to know. So even if you don't go with 23andMe, I strongly recommend you check out their privacy policy because, yeah, DNA. So option number 3 for me is a Corsair Commander Pro lighting kit. Now, I've been a big advocate of Corsair, their IQ software, which potentially might be going into revision 2 soon, updates on that. But that's probably the best RGB management software that's currently on the market for us PC guys. And the Lighting Node Pro kit comes with 4 RGB light strips and the Lighting Node Pro. And you can also adapt other RGB strips onto that or other RGB devices, which I will show you in that video up there. And then is my option number 3 to elevate your RGB lighting within your PC. And that comes in at $65. Over to you.
Okay, number 4. So I definitely needed to work this into the list, but I would recommend a wine subscription service. Again, this is probably relevant for most people, especially this year. But a couple that I'm aware of are Wink, and another one that I recently came across is called First Leaf. They're very good about personalization. And the idea is that they use an algorithm where they take your feedback and it's meant to improve over time. A lot of these wine subscription companies will kind of take the profile of someone else and apply that to yours, but this is very unique to the individual. So I definitely recommend that for the wine lover in your life.
Oh, so if you have a Malbec delivered and you really like that, you review it well, they'll then customize what they send you based on your feedback.
Yeah, exactly. And whatever, flavor profiles you're interested in, and they'll look for similar wines for you. And they're also very flexible where you can pause it at any time. It doesn't necessarily have to be, every month in succession. I'm not sure why you would pause it, but it's something that you can do if needed.
Maybe they just don't drink as much as us.
Perhaps.
So my option number 4 is the Arctic 7 gaming headset from SteelSeries. This is a wireless gaming headset, which I actually use the Corsair Virtuoso, which is very good. I do recommend that as well. That's going to be an honorable mention. But this one is elevated even further. It has 2.4 gig wireless connectivity, so that's ultra low latency, and the design sound profile for gaming is being well reviewed as a very, very good sound profile. You're gonna hear gunshots, steps, etc. And the SteelSeries software to accompany it is actually very, very good. So for $150, that would be a very good gaming headset for somebody in the space. See, this entire video is Erika telling me what are good gifts and me telling Erika what I want for Christmas.
Basically, yeah. Sounds about right.
So you're number 5 now. What have you
I'm
got?
on 5, and this is an exciting one. So it's the Tile Bluetooth tracking devices. And I actually got the wallet and key finder for James recently, and it has been an absolute godsend. I'm speaking for myself here, I'm sure he will agree, but he has stopped asking me where his phone and wallet is, and as far as I'm concerned, that is incredible. So that's all that you really need to know, but I'm sure you can speak to some of the functionality a little bit more.
So you're telling me it was a gift for you? Not a gift for me?
Yeah, basically.
So no, it's been great on my side, because what used to be a half-hour episode of trying to figure out stuff before I leave the house has now become like 2 minutes. The great thing about the Tile is that if I have my keys on me, or my wallet, or my phone, I can find everything else. The phone app allows you to find each your keys or your wallet, depending on, of course, the device that it's connected to, the item it's connected to, let's say. But if I have my keys on me, I can just press a button, I can find my phone, and then from my phone, I can find my wallet. So this has been incredible. And it also connects to other Tile users. So if I've left my phone at a restaurant in the Dominican Republic,
For example,
it's not that specific for a reason. I can then find its last location and track it if it's in range of other Tile users. So that's been great for me. Thank you.
So second that.
So for me, for my 5th and my final one is something really exciting. It's something that gets our juices flowing as gamers, is storage. So this is a 2 terabyte NVMe drive from Samsung. It's their 970 EVO. This has now come, I think, almost 50% off. This is a great buy. It's PCIe Gen 3 instead of Gen 4, but it is only $250 for 2 terabytes of storage. Also bear in mind that you've got Samsung warranty and endurance performance, and you've also got incredible read-write performance, but not only that is IOPS, and IOPS are great for your quick access. The operating system wants to grab this 4 kilobyte file. Those are your IOPS, and that's where this drive is great. But it would also be great for your Steam library. You've got 2 terabytes of storage there, and games might be taking advantage of NVMe soon.
Okay, my last one is Masterclass annual subscription. So Masterclass, if you're not familiar, is an online educational platform that really allows anyone of any skill level to learn from the world's best. So they have categories ranging from cooking to sports to screenwriting and film writing, music as well. There's really something for everyone. They have an annual membership that costs $180. They're currently running a buy one, gift one offer, so you can essentially get 2 for the price of 1, which is an incredible deal, and I would highly recommend it.
So the anticipation behind that is that you buy it for yourself and you can gift one?
Yep, exactly.
Nice.
It's pretty simple.
Or you just get it, you get 2 for the price of 1 and you've got 2 gifts. And Erika has one more for us. She came better prepared than I did.
Yeah, I just love gifting, and I could go on and on about this topic. So my last recommendation is a service called Goldbelly. So it's a marketplace for gourmet food and food gifts, and you can ship them across the country, and it's a really great way to support small businesses as well. You know, one unique thing about them is that they try to include iconic restaurants and food. So for example, Russ and Daughters Bagels, which pretty much has a cult following here in the New York City area, you can ship someone, you know, a full set of bagels with lox and really the works. And that's really exciting because I know really nothing compares to authentic New York bagels.
New Yorker here, can you tell? So we promised you guys some things that we do not recommend you buy, and this is prefaced with, if you know the exact one, then maybe, but as a general rule of thumb, stay clear of these items. Do you want to start? Do you want me to start?
Sure, I can start. I'm not sure if anyone was even thinking about doing this, but I would say steer clear from makeup. If you don't know the recipient's specific, you know, style or needs, it's kind of more riskier than not, especially things like foundation where you really need to color match. I'm not sure if that's something that sounds very foreign, but especially where you need to color match and need the specific, you know, shade, things like that, I would steer clear of that.
Yeah, that's probably good advice. You don't want to get them something nice and expensive and then them not be able to use it. For me in the PC space, one thing that I do recommend staying clear of is keyboards. Keyboards can be a great item if you know the exact keyboard that they want, but there's just too many variables. Do they want full size, 10 keyless, 90%? It's a whirlwind. And then even past that, do you know what switch type they want? Are they red? Are they blue? Are they kale? Are they cherry? It's just crazy. So unless you know the exact one that they want, stay clear from it because it's probably not going to be the one that they want.
Yeah, my next one would be pets. We love pets. We're definitely animal people. And even if the recipient is, that's a big thing to impose on someone. And at best, it's inconvenient for the person, but at worst, you know, they may not be able to take care of the pet, and you know, they may end up in a shelter, which is a heartbreaking situation. So just something to keep in mind with, you know, pets it's a lot of work. So that's something that I wouldn't recommend as a holiday gift.
It's always heartbreaking when there's a pet in a shelter which is about like 9 years old or has been there like 3 times. That's tragic.
Yeah, so.
But for me, for my second would be mice. It's very much the same thing as keyboards. Hand styles are very different. I prefer a palm rest flat. So Mionix Naos is the mouse that I use, and I wouldn't be able to use a lot of the mice that I see reviews on because it's far too different compared to my hand shape, and it just wouldn't be comfortable for me. But if you do know the specific model that they want, excellent gift. If you don't, stay clear. That's my recommendation. So this has been our holiday buyer's guide. Thank you very much for watching. Check out everything that we have mentioned in the video description, as well as some honorable mentions. And don't forget to thank my lovely wife for being my accomplice in this. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you.
But if you're new here and you're into PC tech and hardware, check out some other videos. They're going to be in the description and the comments. But otherwise, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Well, I will. So do you know your price points? Do you know what you're going to tell our lovely audience? Oh,
Ow.
I know, you get stuck in your head, don't you?
No, it was my ear.